We go to rebounding. Seattle's second pick in the second round, pick number 9. Sit here with me. We talked about it in the Seahawks pick with Olusegun Oluwatimi out of the University of Southern Florida. Oh, don't worry. We got the pronunciation guide. Dulcy Fankam Mendjiadeu. Say it with me. Dulcy Fankam. Like F-A-N come C-O-M-E. Mendjiadeu. That last name really messed me up when the draft happened. Mendjiadeu. So I know not to mess it up when we ask her questions. Very interesting here. There was criticism with this pick a little bit because you've already got Ezi Magbagor, right? Because you can see on the slide there, she's listed as a 4/5. She's only listed as a 6'4" center. She was a double-double machine in college, very efficient at the rim, nearly 70% throughout the course of the season. One of the best rebounders in all of the NCAA. Her senior year was really great. Last few years, very good. I know she transferred from Memphis and really kind of showed out with South Florida, but kind of smaller for a center. Despite that, we look at ACC All-Conference second team, played in all of those 33 games. Did help out her native country, Cameroon, there in the semifinals of the 2021 FIBA Afrobasket, which is fun. But what was interesting to me was the rebounding numbers, double-double machine, despite being listed as a smaller center. It is going to be interesting. You've got Ezi and Mercedes on this team, so I don't think you can just have her as a 5. Maybe you slot her in as a 4. She was able, but then you're very you're not stretching it out as much. I mean, that's fine though. I mean, if you want to go 2 down, then I don't know. I'm interested. Again, that was a criticism. It's like Seattle's already got Ezi and Mercedes Russell, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, she was able to, again, still produce double-double machine. Very, very good rebounder. And we just talked about rebounding with Maddie Williams and needing that. So I don't know. Dulcy Fankam Mendjiadeu. What do we think?
I mean, again, I think I'm going to use this word one more time. Versatility. She posted 24 double-doubles. So like you said, a double-double machine. I think back on like the beginning of the year and as the year went on for the Storm and wondering when Mercedes Russell was, when she was going to come back after that at first unknown injury turned into like a non-basketball injury, turned into, I don't even remember what it was by the end of the year, but I just remember wondering when she would see the court. So you definitely want to have a backup in case you run into that situation again, is where my head goes.
I definitely like her. Seeing somebody that can score and rebound is always exciting to me. She's 6'4". Her footwork is great. I was watching some highlights of her and seeing how she can work it in the basket. So she's taking high percentage shots a lot of the time, seeing that she's 51% from the field goal. So it's just, to me, I think she's going to be able to really kind of evolve with the team as they're going to really start this push.
Now, do you see her on the court with Ezi or as like a backup to Ezi and Mercedes?
I do see her on the court with Ezi.
Okay.
Mercedes is I think a truer center. She's bigger, but I really do believe at the 4 or 5, Dulcie can produce. So whether she's paired up with Ezi or with Lewis, I really do think that Ezi is going to have dominating minutes as far as between those 3. But it's going to be kind of a toss-up between who gets more minutes between Mercedes and Dulcie.
Yeah. I like that you mentioned that. I talked about this. Who do I talk about this with? I talk about this with Rashad Penny and like Dwayne Eskridge, right? If you're not on the field or the court, or if you're not playing, I'm less inclined to want you around and want you back. And hey, maybe Dulcie comes in and kicks the door down. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how Mercedes comes back this year. And I know I was kind of like, I don't know if they do that, but I think it would be, considering, the struggles that they had rebounding, why not run her at the 4 with Ezi, right? And like Matt said, with being able to score the basketball in the paint, that was something I loved to look at last year. Was we'd get the box score, I'd look at points in the paint, and Seattle didn't always do great there. So you've got somebody that can do great at the rim. Again, these are we talk about areas of need. Those are areas of need, rebounding the basketball and points in the paint. We talked about perimeter a lot, but that's still very much a factor. We had some teams that grinded Seattle inside. You look at when the Sun had Brianna Jones and
isn't that crazy to say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
God. Oh shoot, I forgot her name. Oh, Brianna Jones and Jonquel Jones, the Joneses. There we go. I remember that. I remember I watched them play against Seattle in Everett up at Angel of the Winds. God forbid. Oh, I hated that because our tickets near where the buzzer went, and so I just heard the buzzer whenever that happened. Brianna Jones and Jonquel Jones, you got bullied inside. I was like, you didn't have anybody. Especially after you had Natasha Howard go to New York. A lot of the times when Seattle would play the big name centers, or the big name, this is always embarrassing. 4 and 5 is front court. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I always it's like some things in life I like skipped and missed out on learning. Front court, back court are what I always forgot.
Oh, I have them swapped then. Do I have them swapped?
See? I did that too. Okay. Embarrassing. But so back.
Oh my God, but in my head it just makes more sense the other way.
So wait, what's the correct thing?
So backcourt is our centers, our 4s and our 5s?
Yeah, backcourt is 4s and 5.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, whenever Seattle would play one of those top tier backcourts, like it used to be Connecticut, they get dominated. They would get dominated inside, right? She didn't play last year, obviously, because of things didn't happen. But you got Brittany Griner back, and that's gonna Seattle. I remember that same season they played Connecticut, and they were in Everett when the Sun eliminated the Storm, and the Sioux Chants came in that would create that opportunity to bring her back. Brittany went off. Seattle had no answer. And so you've got to be able to, like, getting those guards is great. Getting the perimeter is great. I want to be able to protect the rim. I really do. And, as he continues to get better there, she played some gritty defense. She improved as a whole last year, right?
Yeah,
she goes off the court. Who's
now what?
Yeah. You get my point, right? So I know the criticism was there with her size. I don't care. She produced double machine. Matt talked about the footwork. I think it's solid. I think that's a great opportunity there. There's some key traits. I mean, she was listed as the 5th positional ranking by ESPN, but a grade of 87, which is pretty solid. So I'm okay with it. I think Dulcy's going to be pretty. I'm fine. I don't care about the criticism of having the 2 centers. I think they'll slot her into 4. Why not? Who else are you going to put there? I mean, if we look here, I mean, Kaya Charles is a guard/forward, so probably not her. Maddie Williams is a guard/forward, so probably not her. I mean, there's not a lot of forward. Jasmine Walker, maybe, but she's 6'2". I mean, so Dulcy gives you more size there. Teresa Plicence is listed as a forward, so maybe her. She's 6'5", so I mean, maybe Plicence.
Oh, wait, height, yeah.
Hold on. The pronunciation guide is Plaisance. Teresa Plaisance. My apologies. I believe she's from Louisiana. Yeah, she went to LSU. There you go. Plaisance. Little French. I'm not French. Only Thai France.
Only Thai France.
So I don't know. That she was a fun pick, not only to say her name, but also to see is like the criticism I keep talking about is from The Athletic. The Athletic was like, she's too small to play center. You have Izzy Magbagor and Mercedes Russell. Why did you make this pick? And I'm like, calm down, dude. Yeah, I'm like, hey man, play her at the 4. She's listed as a 4 on ESPN anyway. Maybe we got the wrong ESPN. I don't know. Anyway, so that's Dulcy. Anything to wrap up on besides making sure we remember how to say her name?
No, I love how you guys are calling her by her first name because it's easier.
Dulcy Fankam Mendjiadeu.
Mendjiadeu.